Hey, I want to welcome everyone back. This is the Tampa Business and Real Estate Professionals Network. We are getting to know our community members, and today we have Rolondo Bonner from Primerica Mortgage. Rolondo, why don't you tell us about your business?
Yeah, so basically what I'm primarily focused on is residential mortgages. As a financial professional, I have been for the past 13 years, been within the mortgage industry for about four now. And basically, I feel like I add a little bit extra value to a lot of my homeowners just from my financial professional background. But most importantly, what I really focus on is helping educate homeowners on how their mortgage works and also how all the rest of their products works within their household. That way they can ultimately achieve their financial goals.
Nice, nice. Well, tell us, how did you get started in the business of doing mortgages?
Yeah, so I got started in the business just because I saw that there was an opportunity here in Florida to be able to expand my personal business within the mortgage realm. Just because of the fact of so many people are moving here at least at that time,
Mhm.
and I felt like that I would be able to add a little extra benefit to not only some of my clients but also to new homeowners too as well.
Nice. So, what do you enjoy most about working in the mortgage profession?
Yeah, so the main thing I really enjoy is being able to help educate people.
Mm,
Just because I feel like in this climate that we're in, everyone is just sold a lot of products,
mm.
sold a lot of things, and don't necessarily know how that works, or even educate of how a mortgage actually works for them and how it actually can benefit them regardless of what's going on in the world.
Nice. All right. So then tell me what separates you and your company from the rest of your competition, because I know there's a lot of people out there doing mortgages. So
Sure,
how do you
sure.
distinguish yourself?
Yeah, so I separate myself by one major product that I add. I'm able to um, help my clients with is what's called a financial needs analysis.
Hmm.
That way, basically, what that does, it takes a snapshot of exactly where you're at. Obviously, it's going to encompass your mortgage, and basically, it paints that path of to be able to get you to where you want. Because at the end of the day, yes, you're making a big purchase, you're buying a home, but the main thing is that you also want to have a game plan behind it. You know,
Hmm.
what's going to be next, or what's kind of like your mindset behind it. Is this going to be like your forever home? Or are you planning on being here for the next, three, 5, 10 years or whatever,
Yeah,
so that way we can put together a plan. That way we can be able to achieve your goals at the end of the day.
that's great. That's great. So tell me, if someone wanted to get into the mortgage business, what was some piece of advice that you would give them?
I would say learn your products.
Hmm.
By being knowledgeable about your products, you'll be able to educate homeowners on what they are getting themselves into. Right? Because
Hmm.
it's easy just sell a mortgage, right? But if you don't have the strategic game plan in place behind it or have the right product for them, then it could end up being a detriment to them versus being something that'd be advantageous for them long term.
Now, how many products are there? Because it's my understanding that the lender gives you money, you give them a mortgage. How many
Mhm.
products are there? Come on, help me out.
No, it just make products wise mean making sure that we're in the right type of loan for that specific homeowner. Make sure that that loan is going to fit their needs.
Mhm.
More or less, like say for instance, if they don't have a lot of money to put down, then we may be looking like an FHA loan, or if they're a veteran, we'll be looking at a VA loan.
Mhm.
Or if this is like an investment property, then obviously we're going conventional route. So just really trying to fit the niche for that specific client.
Okay. Now, speaking of investments, do you guys have DSCR loans? Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I'm familiar with that. Unfortunately, that's something that we don't do.
Okay, so yours is mostly property mortgages for people that are going to live in the house. You
Correct.
say that,
Yeah.
correct? Okay, good. All right. So, uh, what? So this is a question to get you to think a little bit. So, what one thing would you do with your business if you knew you could not fail?
Something that I would do with my business. if I knew I wouldn't fail? Um, Probably scale a little bit more,
Hmm.
be able to hire more agents, get them properly trained. But
So
that
you
would
can go hang
definitely
out on the beach, right?
exactly.
There you go. That's all a business owner's dream, right?
That's right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, let me ask you this. You said you've been doing this for like 13 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've been in financial industry for 13 years. I've been in the mortgage space for about four.
Okay. So, and you can include what you know from the financial industry in this answer, but tell me what significant changes have taken place through in your profession through the years.
Yeah, I mean, obviously through the homeownership market, uh, by the time I initially got into the mortgage space, people were moving here a lot, and also interest rates were low.
Mhm.
And then now I've seen that transition where the market space where homeowners are buying are starting to shrink up a little bit. There's a lot more inventory that's out, but also is due to your interest rates going up, right? But the whole thing about that I feel like is, like I said, we have a game plan behind your purchase, then the interest rate really doesn't matter.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. So then, what would you see as coming trends? So I asked you about the past. What do you think about the future? What do you see as coming trends in the financial and mortgage industry?
Yeah, um, I think that interest rates will eventually start to climb down a little bit.
Hmm.
I don't foresee us seeing the type of rates that we were seeing, a few years ago. But I think it would be like a gradual decline as far as interest rates.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I know the Fed's already committed to making a cut here soon.
Correct. Yeah,
Um,
they've already made one a couple weeks ago, a little
mhm.
small one, but I think it's just going to be in very, very small increments.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see what the political realm ends up bringing us.
Yeah, I was watching a YouTube video where he had it out on a chart and he charted out every time the Fed made a significant rate cut, it triggered a recession. What do you think
Yeah.
about that? Do you think we're going to hit a recession?
Potentially,
Yeah,
but I mean, at the end of the day, history always repeats itself,
that's
so
true.
even if we do hit a recession, I mean, it's going to come back again
Hmm.
anyway. So, not necessarily anything that I'm, uberly concerned about,
Mm.
just because, like I said, as long as we have a game plan and strategy behind it all, like I said, the recession doesn't matter.
There you go. There you go. Good. So, so describe for me the strangest or funniest incident you've experienced in your business.
Um, I would say, kind of going back to scaling,
Hmm.
having brought agents on board and they quit before the ink dries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's very interesting to me, in a sense that what I'm able to offer a lot of times is profound education on business and finance that you'll never learn in school.
Hmm.
In me personally, my background is actually in biology space, but I had a minor in business and chemistry. And in the business classes that I've taken, I've never learned anything even remotely close to what I've learned in the real world and being in this profession.
Yeah, yeah, it's very interesting because I ran a meetup last night. I had a couple of 18-year-old kids in there, and they were like, should I go to school for business? I was like, you probably learn a lot more from guys like the speaker here than you will from your business school because your business school is being run by professors who've probably never been in business. So,
Exactly. You learn more about business from being in business.
mhm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good one, good one. So, so what are ways that you found to be most effective for promoting your business?
Networking and referrals. Obviously, any type of business owner, referrals is always your strongest client, just
Hmm.
because you have a track record behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. And give me one sentence that you would like people to use in describing the way that you do business.
One sentence. I would say that Rolando is very knowledgeable and he's able to communicate on a very simplistic level.
Good. Nice. Yeah. Taking complex ideas and making them simple for people, right?
Exactly.
Excellent. Yeah, exactly, man. That's great. Hey, so then if I'm talking to my people in my network, how do I know that someone is going to be a perfect referral for you?
So my sweet spot as far as referral wise is anyone in between 25 to about 45 that is looking to either A, get their starter home, or B, uh, get into their second home, their second primary residence.
Okay. First or
Mhm.
second home, 25 to 45.
Correct.
All right. Sounds great, man. So listen, if someone wants to get a hold of you, what's their best way to get a hold of Rolando?
The best way to be able to get a hold of me would be through my landing page.
Okay. You want to show
And
us that and go ahead and
yeah,
share your screen.
absolutely. Here it is.
All right. So they should go to primerica.com/rbonner.
That is correct. And that'll pull me up, and that'll be the best way to be able to get in touch with me.
All right. And it's got your mobile number, office number. Excellent. Excellent. And an email. Great. All right. And we'll tell you this. So for those of you watching, that Rolando is, if you want to meet him in person, come on the second Tuesday of every month to the Tampa Business and Real Estate Professionals Network. We meet at Dave and Buster's. That's Dave and Buster's, the arcade. Everybody thinks of it as video games. There's a Dave and Buster's bar downtown, which I've had people go to, and they're like, nobody's here. But it's Dave and Buster's the arcade. You have to walk through the arcade to the back, and there's big meeting rooms back in the back of Dave and Buster's. So that's Dave and Buster's, Tampa. It's over close to Brandon, so it's the east side of Tampa, right there at 301. The crosstown empties off there, and right close to 75. So it's a good location. We meet on the second Tuesday of the month. So our next meeting is September 10th right now, and because we are recording this at the end of August. So September 10th at 6 p.m. at Dave and Buster's in Tampa. So just invite anyone that's listening to come out and join us, and you'll get to meet Rolando and a whole bunch of other great entrepreneurs and investors just like him. Rolando, I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for coming on and telling us about your business. I enjoyed getting to know you and getting to know more about your business.
Absolutely. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right.